if you means that do it. Burger
Welcome to Air Checks, where we explore the different radio shows from the past and present. In 1992, the Midwest Radio Theater Workshop performed live in front of an audience. This one is entitled, Cow Tipping.
The Midwest Radio Theater Workshop is on the air. Our first story concerns one of the Midwest's most ancient and misunderstood rituals, cow tipping. That's right, cow tipping. So let's hear from playwright Joel Pearson, director David Osmond, and University of Missouri bovine specialist Jim Spain as they discuss this noble subject.
Hi, this is Joel Pearson. I'm the author of Cow Tipping. I'm from Urbana, Illinois. Tonight's play came about because some friends of mine back at Knox College in Galesburg, Illinois, declared one night that they were in the mood to go cow tipping. Being from Chicago originally, I was naturally perplexed and asked them to tell me more. When I found out what these girls were up to, I knew that this was the stuff of high comedy. Now, cow tipping is among the great controversies of the latter half of the 20th century, the main controversy being, is this possible? Your respondents will be divided into two camps, the strictly possible and the strictly impossible camp. And there's just no consensus on whether a cow can be tipped over. So listen, laugh, and decide for yourself.
This is David Osmond, and this is my 11th Midwest Radio Theater Workshop, and I'm delighted to have as a script this year a real surprise story, a good comedy, a funny show called Cow Tipping. Ah, you ask, what is cow tipping? Is it real? Do they actually do it? Is this some strange Midwestern perversion? The answer to all those questions is yes, as I found out, and so will you in Cow Tipping.
I'm Jim Spain. I'm State Dairy Extension Specialist at the University of Missouri in Columbia. Cow tipping should not be practiced by young children and should not be tried at home by untrained professionals and should only be attempted by trained and certified cow tippers.
Ah, springtime. The winter coat is sloughed off and life begins again. So often in springtime, the young college students' thoughts turn to boredom. Such is the case with our heroes Laura, Janie, Bryn, Kathy, and Dawn, freshmen at Chatwick College. This particular Wednesday evening, they find themselves quite without amusement, stuck in the heart of Illinois farm country.
Ring, why won't you ring?
Forget it, Bryn. Nobody's gonna call.
I can't believe there's nothing to do on a Wednesday night. I have no classes tomorrow.
We're at Chadwick, remember? Home of zero social life. Right, Dawn?
I'm so bored I could scream.
Hello? What do you mean, is Ted there? There's no one here named Ted. How dare you have a wrong number now? You've got a lot of nerve, fella, to be
Hello? Who's this? Paul who? Hi, Paul, my name's Laura. I want to apologize for my friend's anger just a minute ago. Yeah, we're all just a little tense here. Yeah, we have all this free time and there's nothing to do, so we were hoping someone would call it. Oh, no one specific, just someone interesting. A Treller Hall, 3rd floor. You are? Great! Yeah. When can you come by? Next week sometime? Next week? But what about tonight? Yeah. Oh, sure you can. Don't say can't. Paul, be reasonable. No, wait. Don't. Hello?
Oh. This place is a convent.
Men are slime.
Sub-slime.
Prime slime.
So, why are we so bummed when they don't come to see us?
It's the nature of the beast. They're slime, but they're fun slime.
Spoken like a true philosophy major, Dawn.
What are we gonna do?
What time is it?
10:15.
Well, whatever we're gonna do, we better decide soon. Otherwise, we're just gonna sit here all night.
Really?
Hey, we could go sit in the Union and see who shows up.
Yawn.
McDonald's?
Big time yawn.
Roller skating in the basement of the science building.
No skates.
Me either. We could go bar hopping.
Not all of us have fake IDs, Janie dear.
Give me a break.
Or we could go cow tipping.
Yes!
Cow tipping?
What's cow tipping?
Cow virgins!
I'm lost.
Cow tipping, my dear cow virgins, is the great American sport of the rural Midwest. We all go out into a field full of
Okay, now I know what you're up to. This is just a variation on snipe hunting. You'll take us out to a field in the middle of nowhere, and then everybody who's in on the joke tricks the sweet, innocent girl from L.A. into making a total fool of herself. Well, no thanks, Laura, not for me.
Fran, you're too suspicious. There's one fundamental difference at work here. Snipes aren't real, cows are. Now, as I was saying before I was so cynically interrupted...
Oh, brother.
We all go out into a field full of cows, okay? Now, cows, as we all know, sleep standing up. Our job as cow tippers is to enter the field and tip as many cows on their sides as possible without getting caught.
Whoa, sounds too exciting for me. I may pass out from all the thrill.
Oh, you don't understand because you've never tried it.
It's really more fun than it sounds.
You've done this too?
I tried it last fall. I know it sounds weird, but it's pretty exciting.
What, you mean being chased by an angry cow at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Chase?
Well, when the cow falls, it's gonna wake up and it's not going to just lay there.
But that's the good part. It will just lie there. 9 times out of 10, the cow can't get up on its own.
You mean it's stuck there?
Basically.
Count me out.
Come on, Kathy, why?
I refuse to hurt animals.
But, Kath, it doesn't hurt them.
Oh, no, of course not. They get woken up, pushed over, and left there all night. They could get bruised, or they might panic.
Kathy, slow down. These are cows. Cows don't panic. They eat, they sleep, they move, but panic is not in their repertoire. Oh. This doesn't hurt them, it just bugs them a lot. And it really makes the farmer mad because he has to pick them up in the morning.
So the cow has to lay there all night. It can't go back to sleep. It can't get help from other cows. It just...
Kath, listen to yourself. You're assigning human feelings to a cow. A cow. A cheeseburger and a milkshake waiting to happen. Do you really think the cow's gonna lay there and think, those darn humans, they did it to me again. Boy, this is the 4th time this month. I'm really getting tired of this.
Look, okay, we promise not to hurt the cows, Kath. Will you come with us?
Oh, all right, I'll go. But just to make sure you don't hurt the cows.
Yes, dear Mother.
I won't have fun.
Yes, dear Mother. Bryn, are you with us?
Oh, all right. If this Midwestern merriment is all that's available, I suppose I can go topple a cow or two.
Dawn, how about you?
You know, you're all forgetting one thing. The cows belong to somebody. If we get caught, it's trespassing. We could go to jail. Not exactly where I want to spend my weekend.
We won't get caught.
Famous last words.
Well, you see, that's half the fun. If we're careful, no one will know we were even there.
And if we're not careful?
Well, then we run for the car and split.
It is illegal.
Just a bit.
This is probably a mistake.
But you'll do it?
Against every shred of my better judgment.
Good deal. All right, gather around.
Okay.
It's now, let's see, 10:25. Okay, we'll reconvene here in 2 minutes,
All right.
dressed appropriately for the mission.
Okay.
All right, bring a flashlight if you have one.
Yeah.
I got
Any
one.
questions? Okay, good. Let's go.
Laura?
Yeah?
What was the point of this whole thing again?
To have fun and avoid imprisonment.
Gotcha.
No, Dawn. Don't wear anything with the name of the college on it.
Hey, Cassie, where'd you put my black shorts?
They're in the third drawer.
Got it, thanks.
I feel silly.
Wow, Kathy, you look great. A real pro.
I look like a cat burglar.
Not a cat burglar, a cow tipper, and a fashionable one, too.
Everybody got a flashlight?
Yeah,
I got mine. All right, okay then, let's do it.
All right.
Hey, wait a second. Where should we go to do this?
Oh, okay, 3 miles north of town, McCullough Dairy Farm.
Wait, a dairy farm? Won't it be, like, guarded or something?
It's not a big place. It's like 20 or 30 cows and old Mr. McCullough. He's old, it's late, he'll be fast asleep.
He always goes to bed early.
9 times out of 10.
We won't hurt the cows.
No, we won't hurt the cow.
And we won't get caught.
We won't get caught.
Are we having fun yet?
Where are the cows?
Over there. They're asleep.
How do you know?
Well, it's obvious. They're not mooing.
That's how you know. They're asleep. They're not mooing. That doesn't prove anything. Every time I'm not talking, does that mean I'm asleep?
Usually.
Will you be quiet? You'll wake somebody.
Somebody human or
Can we please get this indescribable fun over with?
Right, let's get started.
Okay, what's our goal? How many?
Let's go for 10.
10 cows?
Those aren't pangs of guilt, I hear. Are they, animal lover?
No.
All right. Okay, we should split up. 3 of us will tip, while the other 2 stand guard.
Stand guard.
Yeah, well, not stand guard exactly, just kind of, keep an eye out for, McCullough or somebody. What if we see him?
Yeah.
Just give a holler and we'll get out of here. Okay, Dawn, you and Bryn stand guard.
Okay.
Kathy and Jeannie, you come with me.
All right.
Why are we here?
Boredom is the leading cause of insanity, you know.
Can you see them?
I can't see anything. It's too dark.
Maybe they got caught.
Or maybe they got eaten by a rabid cow.
Shut up. Cows can't get rabies. Can they?
No scream, no cry for help, just a savage moo and the sound of chewing.
Where are they? I don't hear anything. Hey, if a cow falls in a field and nobody hears it, does it make a sound?
Why would anyone want to be a philosophy major?
That was great. What a rush. Definitely.
Kathy, you too?
Well, it didn't hurt the cow, I think. And, well, it was a lot of fun.
Right. Okay, 1 down, 9 to go. This time, Janie and I will stand guard. Okay, and you 3 go tip.
Yes, General. Cow tipping team, ready for deployment. Ready, team?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Such enthusiasm.
Okay, just be careful. After you tip, take a few steps away from the cat.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, what do you think? Will they do it?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Kathy's got potential.
But Bryn?
She'll be great.
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Success! Record time.
So, Bryn, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was all right. A stupid cow didn't have a chance. Look at him.
Him?
Her, it, whatever. It's just laying there.
Lying there.
Are you quite finished?
It is the job of every English major to defend the proper use of the mother tongue.
Oh, yeah? I've got a use for your mother tongue.
Ladies, let's remember why we're here. The cows.
Whose turn is it?
I'll go. Bring Dawn. Come with.
Having fun, Kat?
I feel like I shouldn't be, but I am. I mean, if we were hurting the cows, it would be different. It's just entertaining to watch them topple over. Is that what this is about? Those few seconds when the cow is off balance, just before it hits the ground?
Well, I guess it is. I mean, it's not a power trip or anything along the lines of, aren't I great, I can tip you over. It's just, well, a cow looks so solid, so steady. And all it takes is a little shove and their whole world is disrupted.
I bet the cows could say the same for us. What do we do now?
Oh, no lights! They'll run down the other onto us!
Get out of here!
For the car!
This way, Dawn.
I'm over here.
Hey, which way is the car?
Where did they go?
I don't know. I didn't see. Bryn, did you see? Where's Bryn?
She was right behind me.
Maybe she made it to the car. Let's go.
Hut, one, hut, two, hut, hut. All right, that'll do it. Stop right there. Keep your hands up. Now, talk to me, young lady. What are you doing in my field?
I got lost. I was walking along the highway and I took a wrong turn.
Through a barbed wire fence?
I was lost in thought. I wasn't paying attention.
So you're lost, are you? Lost from where?
From, in town. I live in town.
In town. In this town? Douglas, Illinois?
That's right.
Okay, hometown girl. Who's the mayor of this town?
Earl Dupree.
Nope.
Billy Joe Hawkins.
No.
Charlie Ray Cooper?
No, ma'am.
Oh, what's the difference? So I don't know who the mayor is. What does that prove?
Well, I reckon it proves you're one of them there college girls.
Are you gonna shoot me?
Well, it depends on whether you start telling me the truth.
All right, okay, I confess. I go to Chadwick College. I'm a student, so I guess you'd better start shooting.
Did you tip my cows over?
Look at me. Do I look like I have the strength to tip over a whole cow?
All right, then. Where are your friends?
I have no friends in Illinois.
Well, then, seeing as how you're all alone, why don't we take a little walk through the field? Maybe we can find some unfriendlies around. Let's go. Hut, one, hut, two, hut.
What do we do now?
I don't know yet. We should go to the car.
We can't leave Bryn.
What happened? Who kicked the bucket?
Bryn.
Ah, I see. Well, still, we should take her with us.
Can't we go to the car and hope she gets away from him? I mean, if they don't find anyone else...
It's too risky. He's got that shotgun on her.
Do you think she'll tell him about us?
Beats getting shot. Well, we should help her.
No, not yet. Let's follow them and see what happens. Come on.
Right, come on.
Hut, 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 hut.
See, I told you, nobody else around. Hey, swell barn, very traditional.
Young lady, I guess your friends don't like you much, do they? Where are you really from, Miss College Girl?
Los Angeles.
Well, California. Now, I'd wager this is your first time counting.
Oh, look, Mr.
McCullough.
Right. This is all a big merry mix-up. I'm really the innocent victim in all of this. The real villains, my so-called friends, are far away from the scene of the crime. Well, not crime, actually. Crime is a harsh word. Let's say the scene of the incident, the alleged incident. So there's really only one solution. You let me go, and I'll go back to my college and stay away from the farms and never do anything like this again.
Gonna have to shoot you.
Oh, shoot me? Oh. Well, I know you rural folks had your exotic ways.
Listen, you. if you want to see this little girl alive again, you better get in the light here and do it now.
Okay, we're coming. Just put the gun down, okay? Please.
Nice going, Bren. You were supposed to run away.
So, you must be the farmer.
And I reckon you're the sneaky college girls who tip my cars.
Not all the cows, just 3.
Oh, so you're telling me that you 5 girls were able to tip over a whole cow?
Well, 3 of us, actually. 2 of us stood guard.
All right, muscle woman. Why don't you tell me what I'm supposed to do with you now?
Well, I still like the letting us go idea.
Oh, me too.
I'll let you go, then I'm stuck picking up my cows with my truck. You know, I was thinking, you might buy me a new cow.
A whole cow?
I could make you buy 3, or I could call the law.
All right. What do we owe you?
Well, let me see here. The Merc closed 4 points up this morning, and Peoria reported a substantial jump in fair market value. I'm going to want a good-sized animal, I reckon. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt on the April call. So, let's say $800.
800?
For a stupid cow?
Cows? Stupid? Is that what you think? How come it's you that got caught?
Sir, $800 is, I'm sure we'd all agree, quite a lot of money, even among the 5 of us. Maybe we can work out some other plan whereby we work off this little indiscretion doing some farm tests.
Interesting. So you want to work it off? Well, I suppose I could get some more sleep. Sleep in a little bit. If the 5 of you come do the milking every morning at 4:30.
4:30? Isn't that kind of early?
Well, look what we got here. You girls don't want to pay, you don't want to work. Is that what that college does to you? Look at you. Out having fun picking on the dumb old farmer just because you're bored and you can't get nobody to play with you. Well, surprise, ladies. The farmer ain't quite as dumb as you thought he'd be. He might not talk your fancy English or dress in your fancy expensive clothes, but he understands the economy and something about the law, I might add, and what it means to work for a living. Doing a job that most people can't handle, wouldn't want to. A job that this country couldn't do without. Well, you got caught by the farmer, ladies, and because he's such a sweet fella, I reckon he's going to let you off easy.
He is? I mean, you are?
Well, that's right, but we're going to go back to the house and rig up the harness to the truck. And we'll come back here and pick up my cows. Then you can go.
That's all?
Not quite. Oh. There's one more thing. You're going to help me keep this from happening again. When you go back to that college, I want you to tell all your buddies that cow tipping just doesn't work.
Oh, right.
It's all a myth.
Yeah. Yes.
Cows, they're dangerous. They've got sharp teeth.
Oh,
they could fall over on you.
Yeah.
I don't care what you tell them, just tell them that it won't work.
No problem.
Yeah, we got it.
And that should keep things quiet here for a while, at least until the next group of daredevils gets bored and decides to come by. So, ladies, have we got a deal?
Deal.
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 All right, then. Let's go get the truck ready.
Oh? Is anybody gonna pick us up? Oh? Hey, come on. Somebody? Anybody? I've fallen and I can't get up.
Cow Tipping was written by Joel Pearson with Heather Rosen as Laura, Audrey Christ as Janie, Naomi Wolf as Bryn, Rachel Morris as Kathy, Molly Johnson as Dawn, and Todd Bustede as Farmer McCullough. The assistant director was Jordan Davis, and Cow Tipping was directed by David Osmond. The many people who worked so hard to produce this Midwest Radio Theater Workshop live performance included Jane Pippick as technical director, Deborah Kirsch as sequence coordinator, Skip Peasy as program mix engineer, Renee Pringle as sound effects engineer, David Owens as recording engineer, Kathy Thomas, Gene Pollitt, and Matt Meyercheck as tape operators, Steve D'Onofrio as stage and communications engineer, Pat Williams as assistant stage engineer, Taylor Bryan as remote broadcast engineer, and Rose Roberts as technical assistant. Leo Wetherill was digital sound effects coordinator, with live sound provided by Dave Bartlett and entertainment technology. Bob Pruitt was the maintenance engineer, and Bill Palladino was the lighting technician. The musicians of the Third Mind combo were Dwight Frizzell, Twain Williams, Randy Weinstein, and Loudon Nottinger. The sound effects crew included Marta Valentin, Brian Smith, Per Frericks, John McWhorter, Claire Piper, Roger Studi, Michael Dalby, Peter Hillerin, Sean Spoolstra, and Scott Cricken. The Foley directors were Meredith Ludwig and Dave Taylor. Jeff Foy was the stage manager and Bill Oakley was the production assistant. Rich Fish and Brian Price were the associate producers, and Diane Hunnicky was the executive producer. The Midwest Radio Theater Workshop would have been impossible without the help of entertainment technology. John Voci of WGBH Radio, Jim Donahue of Benchmark Recording Boston, Miles Smith of MBS Boston, Michael Dalby of Soundbites New York, Sam Griffin and the Griffin Group, Columbia Photo, Audio Technica Corporation, Lodestone Productions, WCAL Northfield, Minnesota, and Ramada Inn of Columbia. MRTW is funded with assistance from the National Endowment for the Arts, the Missouri Arts Council, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and WGBH Radio of Boston. MRTW, a special project of KOPN-FM, can be reached at 915 East Broadway, Columbia, Missouri, 65201, 314-874-5676. I'm John Adorjan, your host. Thanks for listening.
That was the Midwest Radio Theater Workshop's Cow Tipping. Chet Cheddar's Tales from the Morgue is a series of short stories as told by an old obliging morgue attendant, licensed embalmer and resident storyteller named Chet Cheddar to a passing stranger of the night played by you the listener. The stories Chet relates to us are all quite fanciful. They deal with topics that would be classified supernatural and science fiction. They border on outrageous, but that is how they are meant to be. Roughly half of the shows feature a nice, likable, rural southern manure hauler by the name of Elmer Corn who always finds himself involved in some inane predicament. The creators of the series themselves admit the show is rather offbeat, but, you will find, not without its own charm which lies within the humorous writing and the recurring characters. This series was created and produced by M&J Audio Theater. The M stands for Mark Sawyer and the J is for J Reel. Two childhood friends who met in the 6th grade in 1977 with a tape recorder that had a mutual interest in radio drama as influenced by old-time radio shows such as X-1, Lum and Abner, and Gunsmoke. One can hear these influences in every story from the subject matter and the character voices, to the plots. The creaking door opening, the host's oddly humorous manner and the pleasant dreams ending are an undeniable salute to Inner Sanctum Mysteries and Him and Brown. Between the two of them, Mark and Jay collaborate to do over 20 characters in these stories. Jay is the voice of Chet Cheddar, Elmer Corn, the Sheriff, Roland, and Gail Head Rush Taylor. Mark only admits to being the voice of Cecil Ferris and incidental characters. Mark and Jay produced the first Chet Cheddar story, The Highway of Death, in 1989. It was born from a series of 95 episodes which they did over a period of years from 1980 to 1995. They call it the Connefroff Saga. They submitted The Highway of Death to National Public Radio and were amazed when NPR responded with an order for 3 more stories. The 4 episodes were accepted and broadcast on NPR Playhouse in 1990. The following year NPR ordered 9 more installments of Tales from the Morgue to be broadcast as a complete 13-show series in 1992. There were a total of 19 shows produced but 6 were rejected by NPR. M&J are quick to point out that rejection by NPR has no bearing on the quality of the show. The rejections merely reflect the stringent guidelines NPR had for broadcast content at the time. During the 90s, Tales from the Morgue proved so popular that it aired internationally in Australia and England. Some episodes were featured 3 times on Suze's Radio Works, including one non-morgue show, The Spirit of 76 Marina Hootenanny. Mark and Jay developed a new series called M&J Presents due largely to feeling creatively stifled by NPR's rigid standards. With their new series there were no rules, no restrictions. Anything could be done and was. The shows varied in content and storylines. For them it was more like a miscellaneous collection from the M&J archives. Unfortunately, M&J Audio Theater has not produced any new material in over 10 years at the time of this writing, but don't count them out. They have the same love for theater of the mind as we do, and both Mark and Jay would fervently like to return to it at some point. At present Mark and Jay are co-directing, producing, writing and editing a movie based on the first episode of Chet Cheddar, The Highway of Death. This one is entitled The Bitter Pill.
M&J Audio Theater presents Chet Cheddar's Tales from the Morgue.
Well, now, come in, stranger of the night. Yes, have a seat, won't you? There. I am Chet Cheddar, the morgue attendant and resident storyteller. Yes. Today, I have a story about a 60s radical named Gail Headrush Taylor. You see, back in the days of the Vietnam War, Mr. Taylor was a follower of an underground theologian called Professor Troubadour. And he spoke at many anti-war protests.
Hey, dig it, man. I just want to say that this war is friggin' insane, man. And our involvement in Vietnam should end right friggin' now. Yeah, man, control, peace, and tranquility are the answer to our problems, man. Hey, not war and death. Those squareheads say that the impending threat of communism is why we're dying out there. Yeah, groove on that for a while, man. I say that the commies should take some magic mushrooms, man. Yeah, that's the doorway to control, peace, and tranquility. Yeah, and the ultimate goal is spiritual unity, man. We're all going to a higher ground, man. I'll meet you there, man. Burn your draft cards, dudes. Dig it, prove yourself, man. Stand up and be proud, man.
Because of Mr. Taylor's gaining popularity, the government considered him a legitimate threat to their interests. And, with no regards to his civil rights, they captured Mr. Taylor and shipped him off to the escalating war in Vietnam.
What a drag, man. They don't understand what I'm trying to say.
Beautiful friend, this is the end, my only friend, the end of our elaborate plans, the end of everything that stands, the end, no safety.
I do not want any delays, understand, Corporal? I want 50 packs of cigarettes, 20 cases of beer, and 50 bags of pretzels delivered to the predetermined coordinates by 0800 hours, or you'll find your head floating in a latrine toilet bowl. Do you understand, Corporal?
Yes, sir. First thing in the morning, sir.
Hey, who's the big blowhard, man?
Oh, man, that's the Sarge, dude. Hey, you want to give him some distance, man. He eats cherries like you for breakfast, dude.
Oh, yeah, well, thanks for the advice, man. Hey, am I gonna sleep in this big building, man?
No, just for the night, man. And tomorrow it's off to the jungle at 0600. Kiss your butt goodbye tonight, man. Hey, butt brain. Hey, got a new cherry for you, man. Hey, they like you, Head Rush.
Have an apple.
And they're usually not this nice to cherries. Hey, Gail, come here, man. Someone I want you to meet. Hey, Head Rush, this is Private Collins.
Hi, Head Rush. Goodness, I don't know what you're doing here. Because I've read all about you, and you're a pacifist. You don't belong in the Nam.
Yeah, well, I've been a naughty boy, man. I started a few riots, and I burned that nice invitation they gave me to the war. I guess they're sending me here to set an example to anyone else that might dispute their square-headed foreign policies.
Well, I am in 100% agreement with you, Head Rush. You see, I'm a pacifist, too, and, well, I'm a wimp, and I don't belong in the Nam. Could we be friends?
Oh, man, there's always room for another pacifist, dude.
Oh, good.
Hey, and don't call yourself a wimp just because everybody else does, man. I don't call myself a dopehead. I experiment in wild herbs, man.
Oh, goodness. I just can't hold this back any longer.
What,
Head
man?
Rush, I'm afraid to die.
Oh.
I don't want to die.
Hey.
Help me, Head Rush.
Hey, mellow out, man. Hey, I've got that face covered, dude, man. Hey, when we get some free time, I'll tell you about Professor Troubadour's teachings, man. I've patterned my life from that guy, man.
Professor Troubadour, I can't believe people follow him so blindly.
Yeah.
He's just an old hermit.
I hear to that long-haired coot. One of them squat on the mountaintop gurus into self-healing and all that mumbo-jumbo.
Oh, man, what a drag. So uneducated, man. Hey, you just stop right there, man. Professor Troubadour is a respected theologian, man. This guy's personally credited for advancing the way our society looks at mind control, man, and spirituality, man. He shed light on the unexplainable.
Yeah, when pigs fly.
Oh, well, I sense skepticism, man.
I believe you, Head Rush, and I'll take any advice you have to give.
All right, man, so listen up. And everybody else who's got a brain, control, peace, and tranquility, man. Those three things, you got those three things, ain't nothing can hurt you.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you, Head Rush. I believe in it so much. Oh my God.
All right,
Oh,
you
no.
lack-for-life slackers.
Oh, good.
Big Daddy's gonna lay down the law.
Oh my.
Leave time is at 0600, and that's when you boys become men,
Oh, my.
or you wind up goat fodder. Now, lights out and end those bunks, PDQ.
Oh, I gotta go to bed now.
Man, that dude could use a big fat joint, man.
Gosh, I hope he doesn't hurt us. I really do.
Early the next morning, the platoon was en route to an unrelenting jungle near the border.
Oh, Head Rush, please. Tell me what Professor Troubadour says about death.
Oh, man, there is no death, dude. There's only a transition to a higher plane of existence, man. But only if you believe, dude.
Yeah.
Only then can you make it.
I'm afraid to ask this, but what if you don't believe hard enough?
Oh, man. It's really uncool, dude. Your soul stays in your body and it rots with it.
Oh, I've got to believe harder. And tell me, is there a God?
Oh, yeah. We'll all become God, man. Total harmonious unity, man. Like all parts of a great big machine.
Wow.
Groove on that.
Wow, that's
Hey, you
neato.
wimp. Don't believe a word this long-haired freak says. He's an outcast. He doesn't belong in the Nam. And personally, I think Charlie's gonna get you.
Copy, Red 5, you got to go ahead. Great fun, Red 5. No one goes down in flames without my permission. What are your coordinates? Respond, damn it. 570, I copy that Red 5. Are you able to respond?
I think they went down, Sarge.
Holy black and blue burning butts a-blazing! Curse this ungodly war to red-hot hell in a handbag!
Hey, Sarge.
This is not supposed to happen!
Hey, Sarge, you gotta give yourself a cracked skull hitting your head on that dash, man.
Sarge, that wasn't the shipment we had coming in, was it?
Affirmative, Dingleberry! 50 packs of butts, all that imported beer, all those pretzels, shots of Hades! I am buku unamused by this situation!
The Sarge sure does have low priorities, doesn't he, Head Rush?
Yeah, and I kind of wonder if the American taxpayers pay for all that stuff, man.
All right.
But I wouldn't ask the Sarge, man.
Let's look alive, ladies. We're about to land this bird and its qualum of Charlie's down there. This is the acid test, girls. Here we go. Are you ready to live or die? You better be.
TVA symptom, man. I can't handle this wet stuff, man.
I'm gonna catch malaria. I'm so afraid.
Matches are wet,
Cold as a rat monkey's butt, man.
So tempted to.
All right, you scrawny little daisy-picking booger eaters, listen up. I want to be dug in by sundown. We're expecting Charlie's first wave within 24 hours. Now get to work. I want to see mud and sweat fly, girls.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't hurt me, please.
They ain't allowed to hit you.
Here, Head Rush, take a shovel. Start digging.
Oh, yeah, that's about all I do around here, man.
Wow.
Hey, Collins, what are you looking at with those binocs, man?
I think I see a Vietnamese gentleman on top of that hill over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could just be an innocent villager, though, man. Yeah, at least in the States, you could tell the enemies, man. They always wore suits.
All right, mama's boys, give those shovels a rest. Okay, which one of you PFC wannabes want to earn some brownie points and be a hero?
Hey, not me,
Need a
man.
volunteer to go into that hot spot and retrieve those supplies that went down.
No, not me.
way.
No, I can't.
Well,
I
I
can't
cannot believe my ears.
I can't do it.
What a sorry excuse for human beings you mongrels are. Lowlifes, every last one of you. I'd be ashamed to pee in the same trench with a bunch of you. Somebody's gonna have to go in there and make like a dog on fire and retrieve our supplies. I'm sure we all want what we got coming to us now, don't we?
Goodness, Head Rush. That innocent villager has an M16 pointed at us.
Oh, man. Hey, dudes, man. Hey, Charlie. Charlie's in the light, man. Charlie's in the light.
Hey, there he is. I shoot him. Take these, you rat. Hey, straight fire.
Hold it.
Straight fire. Damn it to hell, I said ceasefire. When I give an order, I want you to stop on a dime. Do you understand?
Yeah, no need firing at a dead sniper, huh, Sarge?
Do not speak without permission. You beatnik, I'll eat your guts out. Okay, you.
Huh? Me, man?
Yeah, you, man. You didn't fire, you trippy hippie freak. You mean to tell me you don't want to defend your own men?
I'm a conscientious objector, man. I won't fire a shot at another human being.
Oh, well, is that right? Well, Mr. Anti-War Protest Smoke Dope till your brains runs out your nose. Seeing that you won't fight for Uncle Sam, maybe there's another way you can serve your country.
Oh, and what would that be, man?
Congratulations, Google Eyes. You've just volunteered yourself to retrieve our supply.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you think I'm afraid to die, man. Well, death is going to be like a cool autumn breeze to me, man. But I'm not risking it for a few lousy butts and some flat beer, man.
You left out those pretzels, fuzzball. I've been saving my taste buds for those New York soft pretzels, and I do not intend to be disappointed.
Well, that's just too bad, man. The gooks have probably ate those pretzels by now anyway.
Now, I want you to reconsider this matter for a moment, soldier. You might stand a chance for Charlie. You stay here and we'll sure as hell tear you a new one.
Oh, good Lord.
And I don't think that death by machine gun fire is going to be anything like a cool autumn breeze, you long-haired commie sympathizer.
Head Rush, please do as I say. They shot Private Briggs for urinating in the foxholes. They'll shoot you.
Well, what do you say, lanky boy? Do I have myself a volunteer?
Well, I guess I can't argue with Lad, man. Hey, Sarge, I'd like to volunteer for this mission, man.
After given the location of the downed helicopter, Mr. Taylor began his trek deep into enemy territory. Using a compass for direction, he continued his journey through the marshy terrain.
Oh, man. What the hell am I doing out here, man? What is this crap? I should be in a monastery eating bean pies, man.
Suddenly, gunshots were heard.
Oh, man.
He was under attack. With all his strength, Mr. Taylor dashed forward.
Oh, man. Oh.
Amazing. He successfully dodged the bullets, but not for long. An A2 Napper, one of the biggest and most lethal bullets used in wartime, tore through his right arm, severing the limb from his body.
Oh, man. My arm's ripped off, man. Okay. I can handle it, man. I can heal myself, man. It's time to use what Professor Troubadour taught me, man. Control, peace, tranquility. Control, peace, tranquility. Control, peace, tranquility.
The immense pain in his bloody nub quickly subsided. He continued to run. Soon the chopper was in sight, but before he could reach his destination, he snagged a booby trap, causing a large wooden stake to plunge through his right leg.
Oh, man! Oh, God, man! I can take it, man! I can friggin' take it, man! Control! Peace! Tranquility! Control! Peace!
With his pain once again under control, he pulled the jagged wooden stake out of his leg and arrived at the chopper.
Okay, here it is, man. Cigarettes, beer, pretzels. I can't believe I've become an amputee for this crap, man.
Mr. Taylor began to repeat the 3 words of self-healing as he dashed back in the direction from which he came, running faster than he had ever ran in his life. The sack of goods was held firmly in his good hand as he dodged a massive array of bullets, many of which struck his body. By the time Mr. Taylor arrived at the perimeter, he looked like a bloody rag doll. But he had the goods.
Here's your freaking death sticks, man. And here's your liver-rotten beer, man. And here's your friggin' munch till you die pretzels, man. I hope you choke on them, man.
Hey, Sarge, man. Headrush looks like a walking roadkill, man.
His arm is cut off. And look at the gash in that leg.
I know.
Yeah, man.
I know it's Professor Troubadour, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, man. Professor Troubadour's consciousness control technique, man. It works to perfection. I feel no pain at all, man.
What the hot burning hell did you say, soldier? You don't feel no pain at all in the condition you're in?
I know. It's control, peace, and tranquility.
Yeah, Collins has got the idea. Yeah, Sarge. I believe I have the powers of undistractable concentration. Therefore, I don't feel a twitch.
Oh, yes.
So, are we starting to believe a little bit now?
I'll tell you one thing. I'm a believer for sure, no doubt.
Well, I sure seven-legged well believe, soldier. My eyes are bugged out so much I believe they're gonna pop out of my skull. Anything that can stand straight up in there like you're doing and not twitch at all after Charlie's blown you plumb to bits, well, he's gotta have something going for him.
Oh, hallelujah, man. I've made some progress. Oh, I didn't lose my arm for nothing, man.
Private Collins, front and center.
Yes, Sergeant, yes. Anything. Just don't hurt me.
Collins, you've been believing in this Professor Troubadour stuff the whole time.
Yeah.
I got a little experiment I want to try.
Oh, my God.
If this works, this could be quite a weapon of defense.
Oh, no.
All right, Collins, you recite those 3 words, and I'm going to shoot you in the face.
Oh, no, Sarge!
Hey, Sarge, no, Sarge! Hey, Sarge, don't do it, man! Hey, Sarge, it takes more than just reciting those words, man. He really needs to study the book first, man.
Oh, well, I see. Well, thank you, Private Headrush. You've saved me from an embarrassing moment. At ease, Private Collins.
Gooks! Gooks on the hill!
Hey, Chucky's in the line. Look there, Chucky's in the line.
Go! Forward!
After exchanging fire with the enemy, the platoon ran into the jungle to engage in battle. Not wanting to stay alone, Mr. Taylor followed them like a lost puppy.
Hey, wait for me, guys. Hey, wait up, man. Oh, God, man. I can barely walk anymore, man. Oh, I'm glad that shooting is over with, man. I don't think I can take any more of that crap. Hey, guys, man. Hey, slow down, man. Hey, I've got a shattered leg, man. Hey, slow down, man.
Come on, man, you slowpoke. Come on, hop on that good leg, man. Yeah, why don't you say some of them Professor Troubadour's words and fix your own leg?
Oh, man. They've got no appreciation, man. I get shot up like some sort of dummy, man, and then they... Oh, man. I stepped into a booby trap, man. I'm stuck on a wall of wooden spikes, man. I can handle it, man. Control, peace, and tranquility, man. Control, peace, and tranquility. Hey, guys! Help me, man! Help me, man! I'm stuck on a trap, man! Help! Help!
Hey, look, man. Headrush has sprung a trap, man. Look.
Oh, good, they're coming, man. Oh, God, man, I'm glad you guys are here, man.
Headrush.
Hey, see if you can pull me off this trap, man.
God, Headrush stepped into a king viper impalement trap, man.
Man, there's no doubt that is the worst trap those gooks make.
Man, that ain't the strange part. This is plum voodoo stuff here. How in the world can he still be alive?
It's not voodoo. I think I know what it is, though.
Tranquility.
We are witnessing an
Control.
extension of Professor Troubadour's mind control techniques.
Tranquility.
You see, I think that Headrush has taken it to such a degree that, well, that he's kept himself alive.
Yeah, okay, man, school's over, man. You got it right, man. Now pull me off these spikes, man. I don't think I can hang on much longer. I think I'm gonna die, man. I don't want to die like this, man.
Oh, no, sir. Flag on that play. You ain't talking to me. I ain't touching you. You got a spike going right through your eyeball there.
Yeah.
You're some sort of zombie.
Yeah, man. Hey, Headrush, I mean, you're a decent dude and all that, man. But I ain't touching you with a 10-foot pole, man.
Oh, come on, man. Somebody, man. Control. I deserve a decent burial, man. Peace. I mean, at least pull me off the spikes, man. Tranquility. After all, man, I risked my life to get that crap for you, man. That party stuff, the cigarettes and all that, man. I mean, you can't leave me up here, man. I can't hang on for long, man. This troubadour stuff don't work that well, man.
It doesn't work that well. What? Head rush?
Come on. Collins, man. Collins.
Oh, no.
You're about the only friend I've got, man.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, you can do it, man.
No, I don't know.
You can pull me off this thing, man.
I just don't know.
Don't let me die this way, man. Put me in a body bag. Send me back to the States so I can get a decent burial, man.
I'm sorry, Head Rush, but I just can't. I can't stand the sight of blood, and if any of your blood ever touched me, I think I would faint. I'm sorry, Head Rush.
No, man.
Yeah, we gotta go, Head Rush, man. I'm sorry, man, but we really gotta go, man.
No,
the Sergeant will eat our breakfast, man, if we don't catch up, man.
No, man, don't leave,
Goodbye, man.
No, come back.
Really sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
No, come back, guys.
Yeah, Head Rush.
No. Collins. God, man. Come back. Control. Peace. Tranquility. Oh, no, man.
Over a day passed, and the plight of Mr. Taylor was the last thing on the soldiers' minds. You see, the perimeter was being overrun by the Viet Cong. They were outnumbered 3-1. There was no escape, for they came from all directions. The platoon was totally surrounded.
Oh, God. We're all dead. I mean it, man. We're dead this time.
There's nothing to do but hide. I'm gonna play dead in the foxhole.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, man. Let's play possum, man.
Hey, fellas, look over there. Over there, into the forest, to the right. There's some kind of bright light.
Bright light. And there's angels singing.
Walk into the light, man.
God.
It's the only way out. Come on, move your worthless butts, man.
Hey, it's Head Rush, man.
Don't question it. Don't question anything. Just run. Run into the light.
Hey, there's no bullets in the light.
I'm here to save your worthless lives, man. Now walk into the light or die, man.
The soldiers exited the battlefield in perfect safety. They mysteriously found themselves in a vacant field. Mr. Taylor hovered above them in a ghostly apparition.
I want you all to consider the fact that I just saved you from certain death, man. And I got ripped nearly half to shreds getting you cigarettes and beer, man.
Yeah, and those good pretzels, too, man.
Shut up, man. I'm the apparition here. I'm trying to make a point. You put all those things I've done for you, man, and you put them together and you get bitter revenge. You see, another one of Professor Troubadour's philosophies is revenge through guilt, man. And man, am I gonna lay it on you thick. You see, I'm in this higher plane of existence now, and I'm able to know that every one of you guys has got a conscience. Now, all you have to do is think about the fact that I saved your lives right now, and think of the way you treated me before, and the fact that you left my body to die out there without a decent burial like I requested. Those things will give you the burden of guilt to carry for the rest of your life, man, and that's a heavy friggin' burden, man. You see, I've reached a spiritual unity, man, and that can never happen to you dudes until you realize that everybody is important. We're all like parts of a great machine, man. You might think about that next time someone needs your help, but I doubt that you will. That's gonna be bad for you, man. Well, goodbye. I'm gonna go converge with the universe now, man.
Whoa, man. I kind of feel like a jerk now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gave us a big pill to swallow.
I agree, definitely.
Indeed it was the burden of guilt that stayed with the soldiers for the remainder of their lives. They never forgot the way they treated Mr. Taylor, and they were forever haunted by the words he spoke to them that day. It was most assuredly a bitter pill to swallow. Well, that's all I have for you today. But please return for another spine-chilling tale, won't you? Yes. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
have just heard Chet Cheddar's Tales from the Morgue. Today's installment, The Bitter Pill.
A production by M&J Audio Theater.
Chet Cheddar's Tales from the Morgue entitled The Bitter Pill. Well, that's it for this hour. Stay tuned in the next hour when we feature the Mel Blanc Show.